Hello, my name's Jake and I'm the chair of the Philip Carnegie and Kate Greenaway Medals, the oldest children's book awards in the United Kingdom. Welcome to the National Shelf Service this week. I'm delighted to be joining you. You may have seen that this week was meant to be being recommended by Maura Farrelly, one of our judges for the Carnegie and Kate Greenaway Medals. Unfortunately, there's been a bit of a hiccup, and Maura will in fact be joining us next week instead, so do keep your eyes peeled for her video then. But in the meantime, I wanted to come and recommend some brand new books, and indeed some books that haven't yet been published, which I think are superb, and I really hope that you're going to enjoy and love as much as I do. So the first book that I am going to recommend to you is a picture book. It's by an incredibly talented illustrator, and it is The Smile Shop by Satoshi Kitamura. And Satoshi is a fantastic illustrator. He's worked with lots of really well-regarded children's authors, people like John Agard, Colin McNaughton, a whole range of people. And he's written lots of picture books himself, as well as illustrating them, and has also created a graphic novel called The Comic Adventures of Boots. So look out for any work by Satoshi. And The Smile Shop is all about a boy who has some pocket money that he's going to spend, and he goes and explores through the different shops and market stalls where he lives. And we see all manner of different people. We see all different kinds of foods, books, antiques, lots of different things that are for sale. And we wonder what he might spend his money on. There's so many wonders to explore. Lots of details in the illustration. But something befalls the boy, a bit of an accident, and he loses a lot of his money. And then he comes across a shop called The Smile Shop, and the boy wonders whether the Smile Shop sells smiles and whether it will make him smile. So he enters the shop, and I'm going to leave it there, and you'll have to look out for the book and find out what happens. I think Satoshi is a really exciting illustrator. I don't think there's anyone who matches his ability in terms of expression and emotion. And there's so much detail in this book that you can pore over and really love. So I highly recommend you look out for The Smile Shop by Satoshi Kitamura. The next book that I'm going to recommend is another really special one. It is The Night Bus Hero by Anjali Rawat. And Anjali's book, you may have come across some of her books. She was chosen as one of the World Book Day authors, and I recommended one of her earlier titles, The Boy at the Back of the Class, for the National Shelf Service earlier this summer. And The Night Bus Hero is all about a boy called Hector, who is a bit of a difficult boy to like in many ways. He's something of a bully, and he's a bit of a prankster at school as well, dropping rubber snakes into soup, and he gets accused of lots of different things. And Hector forms a friendship, for reasons which you'll discover when you read the book, with Thomas, who is a homeless man who lives in the park. And between them, they become embroiled in a bit of a mystery about what's been happening to statues that have been going missing. As ever with Anjali's work, I think the characterization is really superbly drawn. It hooks you in from the start. There's lots of humour. There's some serious issues that run underneath it and that really make you think. And there's lots of kindness and compassion. I would say that this book really makes you think about things in a different way. So if you get the opportunity to read The Night Bus Hero, I highly recommend it. It actually doesn't publish until October, so look out for it then. And my final book recommendation is for young adults, and it is Punching the Air by Ibi Zoboi and Youssef Salem. And this is a really special book. Again, it's not published yet. It actually publishes in early September, and it's publishing at the same time here in the UK and in America. And it's a really important and topical book. It's about an African American teenage boy who gets accused of a crime that he didn't actually commit, and he gets taken into prison. And there are all kinds of different prejudices that he faces and people's assumptions about who he is. And he has to explore and sort of look inside himself to discover who he actually is and to gain confidence in himself. And there's all kinds of important thoughts around identity, around the role that the arts can play in sort of allowing us release from difficult situations that we might face. And the whole thing is told in verse. It's a really powerful book. It's raw, it's uncompromising, and it is completely unmissable. So I highly recommend you read Punching the Air. And I think, like me, if you do, you will be punching the air because it's such a fantastic, memorable, and high impact read. So those are my choices of books that I think you should really look out for. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy reading them. Do join us again next week. Maura Farrelly will be with us with her choices. And happy reading from everyone at the National Shelf Service. Thank you.